Anyone in here been fired once? Well, how about twice? But on the same day? I have. It's a week after New Year's, and life is just great. I'm living in Mexico, got 2 salaries, working remotely. Can't beat that. So one Friday, took the day off, went to Lake Chapala with a friend of mine to get some drinks by the lake in beautiful San Diego weather. When walking around with my friend, I checked my phone for any texts, and I see a missed call from my boss. He left a voicemail, which is not normal of him. So I listened to it, and he asked me to call him. So I did. He answered. And he asks me if I still work at my old company. And I'm like, what? I just got caught. My world just flipped upside down. And I just confessed to him, yes, I still do. So he just told me, we'll talk tomorrow. Other company calls me, my old company, tells me the same thing, let's talk tomorrow. Both wanted me to go on Zoom, but different times. And basically, they just went Trump on me. You're fired. And then, so, old party Faiz, he wouldn't have cared. He would have been, let's live it up in Mexico. But now, current Faiz couldn't do that anymore. I have responsibilities. I'm taking care of my mom. I have a place back home. I'm paying for it. A year before that, my dad had passed away. And I took the responsibility of my mom. Had her move in with me. Plus, she couldn't physically work to earn money. So I had to step up to the plate. So I go back to Dallas, tell my mom of the bad news. No more high spending phase, no more VIP service, eating out at steakhouses, flashy cars, shopping for design work. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do any of that. Because I knew one day this was all gonna come to an end. So after a while, I figured out, told myself, well, I can always go back and just find another job. Even though there's mass layoffs, but luckily with my skill set, I can always find another one. But did I want to keep doing that? No. I've always wanted to do sales. I get a high out of meeting new people. When I was younger, I was shy. And I just didn't know how to talk to people. But over time, I got better at it and pretty much can do pretty well at it, and I can just meet people. So after a while, I decided I wanted to do the most challenging type of sales, and that is door-to-door roofing sales. With that, I thought to myself, why not try it? So I knew a little about it because of a family friend. And with that, I hit him up. I asked him about his company, about the job, and he still rejected me because he thought I'll bail. 99% of people who go into roofing sales bail. But whatever, there's 4,000 other roofing companies in DFW. I can just find another one. Still, time passed by, multiple rejections, but that never stopped me. I've always been rejected for multiple things, but I always get what I want. And finally, there was one company who did take me in, but the unfortunate truth is I don't get paid until I bring in a deal. So 2 months passed by, still no deal. Then one Thursday night, it was around 10 p.m., and I get a call. I answer it, and it's a lady who's asking me to come check her roof. Apparently, they just had a big hailstorm. And I said, all right, I am on it. So I get there the next morning, 9 a.m. sharp, and I see tree limbs everywhere, leaves on the floor, fences bent over, and I go check her roof, destroyed. And then the neighbor across the street, the neighbor across to the left and to the right, they all wanted me to check their roofs, and they're all destroyed. Cha-ching! And then finally, get my first commission report. And I said, wow, this is actually pretty lucrative. And then I showed it to my friend, and he said, bro, they're screwing you over on pay. You should just start your own. I'm like, nah, start my own? No, that's tough. I've seen what my dad went through. He had his own business, long hours, random phone calls, night and weekends, just always a hustle. Even though he did succeed, but it was always a hustle. He said, "Nah, just go do it. Start your own company." And I said, "Okay, whatever." But then I look at the numbers and I said, "Okay, maybe he's right. They're all screwing me a little bit." As time flies by, I slowly learn the business, gain knowledge, ask questions, research. And then I ask myself, well, I have the financial resources. I have to source my own deals anyways, and I figured out ways to be more efficient. And why should I let some other guy get richer off of me? And plus, the main company owner, he's toxic. He's got major insecurities, and I left those kind of people long ago. So after a while, after a year or so being in the industry, I decided, you know what, let me just start my own. Has it been easy? No. Literally, I'm sweating every day. Before, there was always someone else managing everything, such as there was always someone for social media marketing, scheduling, estimating, marketing, business development, estimation. Now, I have to do all that myself. And the biggest challenge is staying motivated. There's no one else to keep you on your toes. But has it been worth it? Hell yeah. Thanks, Dad. Your entrepreneurship inspired me.